The scorching afternoon sun hung low over an old countryside garage, casting long amber shadows across the dust-covered ground. A rugged Hell Angels biker, gray-bearded and battle-hardened, knelt beside his broken motorcycle, hands trembling, breath heavy, eyes carrying storms of memories he never dared revisit. Tools lay scattered around him, metal cold against the dry earth. That empty field around the garage had seen hundreds of bikers come and go, but this moment felt frozen in time. Because just a few feet away, a young girl, no more than in her early 20s, crouched in front of him, pointing directly at the bold flaming wing tattoo on his arm, the same tattoo he once shared with someone he lost long ago. And her words cracked open something inside him that he had buried deeper than any wound. "Hello, sir, my older sister has that tattoo too." The biker's entire body froze. His heart punched against his ribs. His world stopped. If you believe kindness, humanity, and second chances can change lives, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more real stories to the world. The biker's name was Mason, known across the highway as Iron Hawk. A man feared, respected, and avoided, depending on who told the story. His leather vest carried decades of scars. His eyes had seen too much, survived too much. But nothing in his years of rough living could have prepared him for the sentence spoken by this stranger. The girl's name was Emily, a local mechanic in training, simple clothes, oil-smudged hands, and soft eyes that seemed to hold more kindness than the world deserved. She had been helping him fix his motorcycle carburetor when she noticed the tattoo, two fiery wings wrapped around a broken chain. A symbol that only two people in Mason's entire life ever carried, him, and his little sister, Lily, who went missing 18 years ago. Emily didn't know the meaning behind what she had said. She simply smiled shyly and explained that her older sister had gotten the same tattoo before she disappeared years back. Mason felt his throat tighten. His heartbeat slowed into painful thuds. He stared at the red circle tattoo Emily pointed at, his hand shaking as he touched it unconsciously. Memories flooded him like a tidal wave, Lily sitting on the old porch with him, sketching that tattoo design, her laugh echoing through their childhood home, and the tragedy of the night she ran away after an argument with their father. Mason had searched for her for years, every highway, every bar, every shelter he could find. But life swallowed her whole. He never found anything, not a trace, not a rumor, just silence. A silence that had grown into grief and guilt. He swallowed hard, trying to stay strong, but his knees felt weak. Emily noticed the confusion in his eyes and gently asked if he was all right. But Mason couldn't answer. How could he explain that the tattoo she mentioned wasn't just a design, it was a bond, a promise he failed to keep? She continued talking softly, saying her sister disappeared almost 2 decades ago. She had been told her sister ran away from home due to family troubles and never returned. Emily had spent her entire life wondering what kind of person her sister was, whether she was alive, happy, safe, or even close by. As she spoke, Mason felt a cold wind blow through him, though the air was still. His palms grew sweaty. His voice scratched out of his throat. The timing, the age, the tattoo, everything matched. Emily kept explaining how her parents never spoke about her sister, turning the topic into a forbidden shadow in the house. She never even saw a photo. Every time she asked, her mother walked away, and her father shut his bedroom door. Emily said she sometimes felt like half her life was missing because she never knew who her sister truly was, only that she existed somewhere, lost, forgotten, and unreachable. But she hoped that one day, something, anything, would give her a clue. And today, she saw that clue inked permanently on Mason's arm. The biker found it difficult to breathe. He finally whispered, voice breaking, that the tattoo Emily recognized was not common. It belonged to a small personal pact between him and someone he once loved deeply. Emily, confused but curious, asked who that person was. Mason didn't answer. Not yet. He was afraid. Afraid of the truth. Afraid of hope. Afraid that the universe was playing a cruel trick. But Emily didn't push. She simply sat beside him on the dusty ground, her tools forgotten, her eyes gentle. Sometimes, human silence speaks louder than words. Minutes passed in stillness. Mason stared at the garage floor until tears began to build in his tired eyes. His voice cracked as he finally asked Emily what her sister's name was. Emily leaned back slowly, as if searching through memories she never owned, and whispered the name softly, Lily. The name stabbed Mason's chest. His head dropped. His heart stopped. This wasn't coincidence. This was fate dragging him back to the truth he thought he'd never face again. With trembling hands, he reached into his vest pocket and took out a worn-out photograph, edges torn, colors faded, but the face still clear. Lily. His little sister. Laughing on a sunny day long ago. Emily stared at the picture, eyes widening, breath catching. She lifted her trembling hand to her mouth, voice shaking as she whispered that the girl in the picture was the same girl in her mother's old locket. The sister she never met. The sister she had spent years praying to find. Mason felt a single tear slip down his weathered cheek. For the first time in almost 20 years, he felt the weight inside him begin to lift, not because the mystery was solved, but because Emily wasn't just a mechanic helping a stranger, she was family. His niece. A living piece of Lily. A reminder that the world, cruel as it may be, sometimes circles back with mercy. He placed a hand gently on her shoulder, voice breaking as he said he had been searching for Lily his entire life, and he would not stop until they found closure, together. Emily's eyes filled with tears. A stranger she met by chance, turned out to be the missing part of her life she didn't know she desperately needed. If this story touched your heart even a little, please like, share, and subscribe. Your one click helps us keep telling powerful stories like this. Speech balloon before you leave, tell us in the comments, should Mason and Emily continue the search for Lily together? The screen fades, leaving viewers with hope, healing, and the reminder that sometimes, the world reconnects the lost in the most unexpected ways.